What's going on there? What's going on? Unapologetic talk. We back in this bad boy again. Me, my boy Chucky, co-host. What's going on, my brother?
Ain't nothing, man. It's another beautiful day in paradise, brother.
Another beautiful day. Before we get started, I want y'all to like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell another friend. Help us grow our page. Tonight, we're going to talk about the AFC North. Baltimore Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns,
Mhm.
and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So what you think about the division, man? Just before we even get into it, what you think about the division as far as
Um,
the
I,
competition and
I,
all
I,
that?
I think there are a couple of teams that could possibly be a threat to win the Super Bowl, but a lot of it has to do with guys being or remaining healthy throughout the season and getting getting hot at the right time. Like ultimately in years past, the AFC North hasn't really been a very strong division.
Nope.
You got the Cleveland Browns in the division, you got the Bengals in the division, who really hadn't really done nothing in years until they got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and those guys. But obviously Joe Burrow's been battling
Banged
injuries.
up. Man, he
You know
gets
what I'm
hurt. He gets hurt.
saying?
Yeah.
He's been battling injuries. The Browns have been the Browns, and they just can't get over the hump. And then, every once in a while, they get a couple of good players that can make a difference. They either get injured or they
They
get
self
tired of
implode.
losing. They get tired of losing and they move on to another organization. Um, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to Baltimore this year, being that um, they lost their coach
Yeah, that's
um,
that. First year without Harbaugh. Wow.
without
Yeah.
Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? And the Pittsburgh Steelers have been the toast of the division for years. It's going to be interesting to see how they do this year without Mike Tomlin
Yeah.
and
Man,
and
that's
and,
right.
and moving forward with some new pieces. So um, I think the AFC North, I'm sorry, is a good conference, but you just don't know who's going to get going um, in December when it's nut cutting time. So that's my thoughts on the division. Obviously, it's a quarterback driven division. You got Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, you got Joe Burrow and
So
and
Burrow.
um and Cincy.
We got
You
Aaron
got
Rodgers.
you got Aaron Rodgers, an aging Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh, and then
I don't
you're
know what's
still
going
trying to
on. I
figure
don't know
out
what.
you're still trying to figure out what's going on, whether it's Shador or who it is.
Yeah, you
And
don't know what's going on
you
down here.
got you got you got Deshaun Watson, who's supposed to be coming back this year. So we will see.
And I want to when we get to Cleveland, I want to address something that with that quarterback situation. But we're gonna start off with the Ravens.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off with the Ravens for next year. So of course they got, as we know, Lamar Jackson,
Two-time
former
MVP.
MVP.
Two-time MVP
I
Lamar Jackson.
mean, he got hurt. His biggest thing is availability. Not saying he gets hurt all the time, but if he's available, that team is a hard team to beat.
Mm,
I like what he does. I think he gets every year coming into the year he gets shafted when it comes to like last year. I think they had him in the top 10. Now he's like the
mhm,
39th or 49th best player in the league, and I don't see how he
mhm.
dropped so fast or so far. I should say. I mean, having one season where he was injured, where I don't want to be. Burrows never finishes the season these last couple of years, but yet Burrows is in the
Right.
top 10.
Mhm.
This guy
But
misses one season, and
but
all of a sudden you got him down in
yeah,
30th.
but
And
here's the difference between the two. Joe Burrow, when he's not playing, you see the drastic difference in the way the Bengals play and in their record, right? Last year, Lamar Jackson missed some games, but it wasn't enough games to where it could affect their season. And anytime you have a player that's playing the amount of games that he's played and his team is losing consistently, then he's gonna take a hit. Like you can't be a top 10 player in your team is barely in the playoffs in a division where what How many teams made the playoffs in their division last year? Was it
I
one?
know. I think it was one, but I mean, I get what you're saying, but it kind of would help him because he was hurt. They didn't do nothing. Because think about it, Cincinnati, Burrows was hurt
Yeah,
a
but
lot, and he
when
didn't do
Burrow,
anything. But then he still gets voted to be in the top 10 of quarterbacks this year.
but what I'm saying is when Burrow is hurt, he's missing the majority of the game. Everybody's numbers is going down. T.
Right.
Higgins' number wasn't the same. Jamar Chase it wasn't the same. You could barely well say, hey man, Burrow's out. It's a throwaway season for the Bengals, right? He's missing significant amount of games, whereas
Right.
Lamar Jackson is missing one game here, two games there. Like that's not significant amount of games, and they're still losing. Even when he's playing, they're losing. When Joe Burrow comes back, they winning. When he's playing, they're winning.
Okay.
You
Since you
understand what
say
I'm
that,
saying?
the years that he played, they ain't, and finished, they ain't made the playoffs.
Joe Burrow then
And,
was
and,
just in the Joe Burrow then was just in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
it was about 3 years ago, and
Yeah, they
since
was in the
then,
Super Bowl.
he hasn't
How
been
many
healthy,
times?
and
Okay,
they ain't done nothing.
how many times have we seen Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl?
He hasn't been in the Super Bowl, let's look at the other side though. Who has better weapons for Lamar to throw to? Burrows or
That
him?
ain't listen. If I'm the quarterback for somebody else, that ain't my problem. How
You're
many
right
weapons
because
he got?
how they constructed their roster.
You
I
understand what I'm
agree,
saying? Right. That's
but
how they constructed. That's how they constructed their team. Like I like Lamar Jackson. Don't get me wrong. I think that he's a hell of a talent. But at times, I also watch Lamar Jackson when things are not going right for his team. His body language gets bad. And then that's when you start seeing him miss games. Oh man, we losing games. His body language gets bad. Oh, looking around as if it's everybody else's fault. Instead of rallying the guys together, being the leader that he needs to be, the leader of men, instead of him rallying the guys, his body language gets mad, gets upset, gets bad. His facial expressions and everything becomes minute, and you can kind of tell when the guy's getting ready to check out. That's the difference, I think, between a guy like him and Joe Burrow, in my opinion.
but then he's a former MVP. Burrows had never been close to an MVP, so
Okay,
he
so
gets to, so he
are you playing for MVP trophies, or are you trying to win Super Bowls?
But your ultimate goal is to win a Super Bowl. But if you've been
Okay,
MVP, you're the best player amongst your peers of
yeah.
everybody.
Well, he's going to do that every year because he's going to put up numbers every year. But
So
the
so
thing is
maybe
this:
he's penalized for being good if he doesn't do
no,
well
you're
because
not
he's
penalizing. No, you're not penalized for being good. You're penalized for not winning the big game.
Burrows to win the big game, and he was there and
He
he didn't win.
got there. He got there.
You're right, but he didn't
And
win.
look, we haven't even seen Lamar Jackson in an AFC Championship game.
No, we haven't. We haven't. And
And every year they've been slotted to either
to get there.
to win a division or get to the Super Bowl. Or you know what I'm saying? And they didn't do it. The year before when they had one of the better records and had probably one of the better defenses, they got beat in the first round.
Yes, but it's not his fault that the tight end dropped that
Well,
pass in the end zone.
hey man, somebody's gonna take the blame.
Yeah, and it's always going to be the quarterback. It's
Okay,
always going to be
so
the
hey
person.
man, you take the good with the bad.
I mean, it comes down to it. So yeah, the quarterback's is going to take the
You
blame.
take the good with the bad.
And then you have King in the back, King Henry. He ran for what, 1,500 yards last year.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, though, God, he fumbled a lot of balls last year. Uncharacteristic of that man, he fumbled a
Hey,
lot last year.
he fumbled a lot of balls. And here's what's crazy. Like we're talking about all the other stuff, but how much heat did Harbaugh take from everything that happened to their season last year? He ended
That's
up
why they
losing
got
his
him. That's
job
why they
because
got
of it.
and rightfully so.
Right?
Rightfully so, because it's almost like he can get him to that point, but he can't get him over. And it's
But
probably saying, you know what, it's time for a change, bro.
the question is it him or them? Because Lamar has a lot to do with that as well. Maybe
Well,
it's the combination of them.
I'm gonna say it's them.
Yeah, because
Meaning,
could be
meaning the coach. No, I'm saying the coaching staff. And the reason why I say
right.
that because every time they get big draft picks, where do they put them? On the defensive side. They don't never really give him an art. They never really use that big pick to say, we're gonna get you a decent receiver in this draft, or we're gonna use this pick to see if we can trade to get somebody to help you on the offensive side. The only time they really brought somebody in of significance is when they got Henry. Outside of that, everything is defense. They try to get
Well, I
their
mean,
defense.
they've tried to bring in some other guys. Like
Who?
they tried to bring in a guy like Hollywood Brown. They tried to bring in Odell Beckham Jr. and those guys. Like they've
Okay, well,
tried to bring in some.
let me rephrase what I'm talking about then. They need to bring somebody on that side that got a little bit of. Zay Flowers is probably taller than my daughter. He's small. Hollywood's small. They need to give him somebody with some size. They ain't got to be 6'9", but give him somebody that's got a decent size. On all his top wide receivers are small. Yes, they're fast, but when it comes down to possession receivers, and you need that third down, and you're going to probably them dudes are too small. Give him a little bit of size. He's never had a receiver that's been like, okay, bam. His only receiver is Heat. It's their tight end. I'm sorry, it's the tight end. That's it. He's got some
Mark
size on him,
Andrews,
but Mark
Mark
Andrews. That's
Mark
it.
Andrews.
But he don't have nobody on the outside that you be like, everybody on the outside is a go guy because it's all about speed. But they're too
Okay,
small.
okay. Well, I mean, that's something that they have to address as an organization.
And that's why I'm
You
glad
feel
they
what I'm
got rid of
saying?
Harbaugh, because Harbaugh always seemed I'm not saying it was his I'm gonna say it's his fault they picked it, because maybe the GM said we're going defense, but they need
Hey,
to give this guy somebody to throw to on the outside.
okay. Well, how about this? Maybe they ain't gonna have nobody to be able to go and get because in football they have a salary cap. Lamar Jackson makes a lot of money. They just paid Zay Flowers a bunch of money. King Henry gonna make a lot of money. And you're gonna have to pay somebody on the offensive line. So, maybe they looking at it from a perspective of, hey man, we're gonna pay Lamar a bunch of money and then we're gonna do this thing by committee. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're thinking, but what good is having a guy like Lamar Jackson if you ain't gonna give him no weapons?
100% agree. Now maybe that's when you go to Lamar and say, "Hey, I'm making up the figures. We can give you 290 million, but if you can take $30 million less, we can get this receiver."
Well, I mean,
You know, and so,
that would be a conversation that needs to be had because under the current construction that they're on right now, I can't see them winning their division. Excuse
ooh,
me.
really? You don't think they could win the division?
I
Bless you.
can't
You
see
don't
them
think
win.
that's
I thank you. I can't see them winning the division. I can't see them.
really?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't really believe in the Baltimore Ravens. I've seen them too many times have great regular seasons and then get to the playoffs and then they look like a totally different team.
Okay, so a question to you is, but there's still the two different things. So are you saying you don't think they could win the division, but they can make it to the playoffs? Because you say you don't think they can win
No,
the division.
I think that they got they have the capability of making it to the playoffs, but I don't think that they'll win their division. No, I got them
Okay,
coming in
so
second
they may
place.
not win the division, but they might come in as a wild card. You're saying
Yeah.
basically. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Possibly,
I got
possibly
them.
so.
I got them. I got them coming in second in their division.
So you got them second in the division.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, listen, they got old man Calais Campbell. He's 39 years old,
He
right?
long in the tooth.
You got Zay Flowers. Okay, cool. You got Lamar, right? You got King Henry. You got Mark Andrews, right? On defensive side of the ball, you got your all world linebacker whom I like, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Roquan Smith,
Roquan Smith, he had
right?
76 tackles last year.
Right? He bad boy, right? They went out
Hamilton,
and they got Trey Hendrickson from Cincinnati,
yep, he can play.
right?
And you got Hamlin over there, the safety. He's nice.
Okay, but
And Marlon Humphrey. He's a good cornerback because
well they
he can
got
line
yeah.
up.
I like Humphreys, but again, I just don't think that when it comes time in December when they need that one win, they're gonna have to go through that the Josh Allens or the Patrick Mahomes or the Joe Burrows or the Joe Burrow owns them.
Yeah, he do.
Joe Burrow
but
owns them.
you know why he owns them? Because them two monsters he got on the outside. You can't play.
And listen,
You can't double.
okay, but check this out. They ain't going nowhere. They
And
still
they ain't.
there.
And they ain't.
Okay, so they own so he owns them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, he do.
So, I just think that for their team and how they're constructed, I got them coming in second place in the NFC. I mean
Okay.
the AFC North. I got them being. I can see them being 10-7, 11-6. I can see them being 10-11,
I'd rather go to
10-7.
10. I can see the 10.
I can see 10 to 10,
If
10,
you
10
win
look
11
10.
games, you're probably winning that division if you get 11 wins.
Well, the one thing about it is I don't really know what their schedule is right now, but I know it's going to be a bunch of tough teams in the AFC this year. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. But I got them second, 10-7, 11-6.
But I
Next
tell you what,
team.
I know all them QBs ain't got to worry about Miles Garrett no damn no
Now,
damn more.
hey, look, they ain't got to worry about Miles, but they damn sure better be worrying about goddamn sexy Dixie.
Boy, yeah. So the next team we're gonna talk about is them Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bengals. The Bengals.
Before I even start, I'm a Burrows fan. I like them
Okay.
for when he was at LSU. I
Okay.
like him. I think he's an awesome quarterback. My only thing, and it's not his fault, and I hate some players get labeled certain ways because you can't help injuries.
Hmm.
He's always hurt. He is
Okay.
always hurt. And and availability is the best ability. And some things you can't help. But man,
Okay.
that boy is a baller, man. I really like that dude, man. Good
Man,
quarterback. He's a
I
good quarterback.
I I I really like Joe Burrows. Right? I like him a lot. To me, he is the Joel Embiid of football.
I mean, that's almost a good damn correlate. It's a good people for people to be
Right?
like, that's a good visual.
Right? So like
And Joel on that
he's
floor, he gonna
he's
give you
a,
business.
he's dynamic on the field. He's
Yep.
a leader of men. He has what most people may consider the top wide receiving duo. I got them at least top three. You know what I'm saying? In the game. And when they're all on the same page and he's playing, they're tough to beat. I
Tough
mean,
to
I've
beat.
watched
Tough to
I've
beat.
watched Joe Burrow. Even when he was in LSU, I've watched him in Cincinnati. He'll throw two interceptions, get sacked 3 times for 3 fumbles. They'll turn that ball over 5 times, and they'll give that boy the ball with the game on the line, and he'll drive them down there and put that ball in the end zone like it ain't nothing, and they still will win the game. He's one of the toughest mental quarterbacks I've seen, where he could turn that ball over 100 times and he don't care. If he get the ball back again, it's gonna be in the end zone. Right? I don't
Joe's
know
his
if their
name.
running game is good enough.
It's not. It's not. That's going to be a big problem because everybody knows you're wanting to get it to your big dogs on the
Right?
outside.
And we don't know if his defense is good enough. I mean, obviously bringing in Dexter Lawrence is a huge upgrade to your defense, but they have so many holes that they need to fill defensively to where, you know, we're go- I don't think that they'll be able to just outscore everybody every game.
And you know what? That's so. I have some rapid fire questions at the end, and that's one of them. Can their defense give them any help?
Right.
Because you know the offense is going to be good. And that's the thing about Cincinnati.
Right.
What is their defense going to do? And that's the problem that I think they're going to face is their defense.
Well,
Because that was a question that was going to come at the end. What about Cincinnati? What about their defense?
yeah,
And you're right.
yeah. Like,
That's
like, like offenses like Cincinnati, they don't really need a, a stout defense. They just need a defense that's good enough,
yeah. They don't need to be
right? They ain't got to be top 10 in the
yeah.
league. You know what I'm saying? You get them guys. Give Cincinnati Bengals a top 20 offense. I mean defense, and watch how they do it because their team is made up, or the offensively they're made up to where they can put points on the board with anybody.
Oh yeah. Anybody.
Hey, listen, and that's without a decent running game. That's without a running game. So just imagine, like I think that them losing Joe Mixon was big down the line because Joe Mixon fit in well with those guys. I don't know what they did this year as far as who their running back is this year.
Well, looking at it from last year, Chase Brown was a running back and he ran for over 1,000 yards. He had 6 touchdowns.
Did he get injured?
I don't get me the line. I'm not even gonna say I don't think he got injured, but I know if he had over 1,000 yards, I'm assuming he probably didn't, but I could be wrong. Don't get me the line.
Okay. Well, again, I would say that if they could keep Joe Burrow healthy
That's the
and they
biggest
can
thing.
get their defense to just improve a little bit from or get back to the level that they were on when they went to the Super Bowl years back, I think that they could be a team that's going to be dangerous, right? I actually have them winning their division, right? Because obviously Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase is going to be hard to stop. And I don't see any of these other teams' defenses other than the Ravens. I think the Ravens have a really good defense, but I think their offense is suspect,
I agree.
right? I think the Steelers' defense is average and their offense is average. You know what I'm saying? And then the Browns are, ain't nobody care. They are Browns.
Well, I mean, there's a big hurt. They lost Trey Henderson. That hurt because he was
Well,
a baller on their
what
defense.
you talking about Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they lost him.
Okay.
But they also got some guys in. They got a Dexter Lawrence.
Right.
They picked the Byron Cook, Jasir Taylor. So they picked up some guys. But now can they put it all together for
Well,
their offense to match for their defense to match the
right.
offense? And I think it's gonna be
Right.
tough. I think it's gonna be tough.
Right. So
Because
I mean,
Dexter Lawrence came from the Giants.
right.
And so
Dexter Lawrence plug up that middle. So ain't nobody gonna be running up that middle. I can tell you that.
not too much. If they double team him, then that means somebody open.
Right. So I think that that's a huge upgrade for them. Hey man, you could put guys on the defensive end on the edge all day. If you ain't got nobody protecting that middle and clogging up that middle, they just gonna run straight up the middle. You know what I'm
Yes, they
saying?
are.
So you'll be ineffective. Like we seen that in Dallas with Micah. Oh, he's a hell of an edge rusher, but when you're running the ball right at him or you're running the ball right up the middle, it doesn't matter how good he is on the edge because we ain't got nobody that could plug up the middle.
And that's the
It,
biggest issue.
now you looking at Dexter Lawrence plugging up that middle. Now guys on the outside on the edge look a little better, especially if they have to double team him.
Because they know they
So
can go at the middle. They got to go upside. That's when your
right.
edge guys get
So
all the
so
praise.
so so from me personally speaking, um, you know, if Cincinnati can, and it's all, I mean, everybody has ifs, but if they can keep Joe Burrow on his feet and they can be, you know, they can get off the field defensively at a decent rate. I could see those guys winning the division.
Oh, so you got the Bengals winning that division,
I
AFC
got the
North.
Bengals. I got the Bengals being in the AFC North.
Okay, okay. I had them finish in second. Okay,
Okay,
okay.
that's
I
fine.
mean,
Hey,
I
look,
mean, but
it's preseason. It's listen.
yeah, no, yeah,
These are
yeah, it's
preseason
precision, but
predictions, and everybody
but
has
but
their own prediction.
but seeing the thing that got me a little bit skeptical
Hmm.
is the two dudes they got on them outside. They're chasing Higgins, boy. Golly, boy. I mean, it's got to be between. And I'm not even saying this because I'm a Dallas fan. It's got to. They have Dallas and the Cincinnati Bengals have to have the best wide receiver combination. They got to. So now saying that we're gonna come up with them damn Cleveland Browns. Oh my goodness, I don't know I mean, the Cleveland Browns. Good Lord Almighty.
The
The con.
Browns are going to be the Browns, man, and there's
They got
nothing
a
else to be
virtual.
said. I got them coming in fourth in their division, right? I think like the masses, everybody's going to be rooting for Shador. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like you got Jerry Judy over there. I
No, is
like.
he still? No, I thought Jerry Judy's gone. I thought he was gone. He's not there. Is he still there?
Yeah, he there. He ain't going nowhere. Where he
Oh,
going?
okay, okay. I thought he was gone. Okay.
Nah, man, he's still there. I still like what they got in the back. I really like their running back, Judkins.
Yes, 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 yes,
Judkins,
yes.
Judkins, Judkins is nice. But they just don't have. I like they tight end. They got a all pro tight end. You know what I'm saying? The boy out of Miami.
My
Let me.
thing, my thing with the Cleveland Brown. Okay, I mean, okay. I've been following a little bit what's going on in Cleveland because Monken. I've been listening to some of his conversations he's been having, some of his statements he's been saying, and it seems like they're saying Deshaun Watson is probably going to be the starting quarterback. If he is, cool.
Right, right. Listen.
But
He should be.
my only question is, from what I'm listening to, some local reporters in Cleveland have been saying is it because of what they're paying him? He's starting because he
It's
hasn't. Because I mean,
always about what they're paying him. What do you mean?
no. I get that, but he hasn't played the last 4 years. So now his last year of his contract, what are you trying to play him for? Unless you're playing him to see if you
What if
can
he's
trade him. But
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
what if he's the best quarterback? What if he's the best player at his position?
well, and then keeping it a book. How do we even know? Because the reports that are coming out of Cleveland, when I listen to the Cleveland media, they say even Monken said Shador has gotten better, and I'm not saying Shador should be the starter. If he's not ready for it, he's not ready for it. But
I
they're
mean,
saying he's doing better.
yeah,
But
but
then they said the first couple of games of preseason, Watson threw a couple of interceptions. But
yeah.
it's like it. I don't know.
Listen,
I
man,
don't.
you listen to what you just said. All right, let's be realistic about this thing. All right, Deshaun Watson hadn't really played football in 3 years, 3 to 4 years. They paid him $300 million. Right?
Yeah,
Anytime,
Ron.
anytime,
Steve.
anytime you're inactive, it's gonna take you time to get back right. You can't judge
Bro,
a man
but
off. You can't.
bro, you're
You
talking
can't.
about
You
3 years. You're talking about 3 years inactive.
Hey, listen,
He ain't
man.
playing.
Listen. If I'm the owner, if I'm the owner of the Cleveland Browns, I'm walking in there and saying, "Hey, man, start him because I want to see a return on my money. I don't give a damn what
on
it
my
is.
on my on my investment. So are you putting the right? No, I'm not saying I disagree with you. My
Come on.
question is, my question then is, are you putting the best player, or you're putting because I'm investing so much money into that player to say he started, and that's the thing that people are
Well,
questioning.
this is what I'll say. If I've given a guy, if I've given a guy the amount of money that they've given him,
Ooh, they paid him too.
right? Listen, just on that alone, he deserves the first right of refusal. Right?
Okay,
Like, am
okay,
I making
okay,
sense?
okay. Let's say I agree with you on that. I'm gonna ask you then, because you're the owner.
Right.
How many weeks are you gonna give him?
I'll give him 4 weeks.
Now you do know I'm not saying Shador's gonna come in and light it up. Like, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
However, you're giving it 4 weeks. You
I'm
know
giving
if
it
you
full.
if you come
I'm
up,
giving it. Listen,
in the NFL, if you lose your, I can't remember if it's your first. If you go 0 and what is it 0 and 2, 0 and 3, your playoff, you're not making the playoffs. So
okay.
so you're saying if you want to go 0 and
Listen,
4,
man. Listen, man. We the Cleveland Browns. We ain't been to the playoffs in forever, anyways. So what's another year gonna mean?
so you're kind of basically you're kind of used to it.
Yeah, come on, man. What do we do? What are we talking about? It's not like these are talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're talking about the Cleveland Browns. We don't know when the last time they've been to the playoffs.
Okay, so here they go. They open up, so they got the Jags, Bucks, Panthers, Steelers, Jets.
I got them losing all four of them. They'll beat the Jets.
Okay, so then they go Steelers. Okay, so Jets. Then you got Ravens, Titans,
Loss.
Steelers.
They might beat the Titans. They're gonna lose
What
to the
about
Steelers.
Saints
Where they playing at?
in New Orleans?
They're gonna lose there.
Browns. They got the Texans in Cleveland.
They can play that game anywhere. The Texans ain't losing.
That defense is ridiculous. Raiders in Cleveland.
They might win that game.
Bengals in Cleveland.
I think every year. I think every year that they split. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So
Okay.
I think that they'll split one with Cincinnati.
Falcons in Cleveland.
Ain't nobody care.
You're right about that. Brown. I think then you got in New York for the Giants.
Ain't nobody care.
In Baltimore with the Ravens.
They ain't gonna never win that game.
In Cleveland versus the Colts.
Depending on what the coach season looks like.
And the last one is
If the Colts are still mathematically trying to make the playoffs, they'll win that game. If they're mathematically eliminated, ain't nobody care.
yeah. Then the last one is in Cincinnati. Cincinnati. In Cincinnati.
They ain't gonna never win that game, especially if Cincinnati is in line with a playoff bid. That's not gonna happen.
But I'll tell
But
you what, if JB back there and he healthy, they losing that damn game.
that's what I'm saying. So
Right.
like a
So
lot of times, like let's what does Cleveland have on the defensive side of the ball?
I mean, now you gave up Miles. Good Lord Almighty. Okay, well, they got is it Versti who came over from the Rams,
Right.
and he's good, but I mean, he's one person. So I mean,
He's good, but is he the
I'm not gonna
man?
lie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Their defense is not that bad. The problem with their defense is the offense can't stay on the field long enough to give them a rest.
Okay.
And then they end up
Okay.
they lose because of fatigue. But
Okay.
Cleveland's defense is pretty good, to be honest.
Okay.
Their offense is just they're three and out. Defense is gonna get tired eventually.
They're 3-0 because they don't have any weapons.
Exactly.
The only person that they have offensively is the running back and the tight end.
And that's it. And you can
You understand
scheme
what I'm
for
saying?
and you can scheme for both of them. Easy.
So it's tough. It's tough when you got them guys out there, and if they ain't making no first downs, it's rough for them guys.
Yeah. I mean, to get rid of Garrett's a base. I mean, versus good, but I mean, I don't know
They
how
got
much. I
they
don't
got
know
they
if he
got
could
they
do.
got Denzel Ward over there. He's an All Pro,
Yeah, yeah. They got Denzel Ward. They got Grant Delpit, Quincy Williams, Malik Collins,
right?
Miles Bryant, Emmanuel Warren. So I mean, they got some guys over there. On the offensive end, I mean, shit. Jerry Judy, as you said, I do that number 44, Fannin. I do like him. I do
Yeah,
like
but
he balled last year.
yeah, but
Isaiah Vaughn too.
he wasn't their best tight end though. What's my
Him
boy
and
name?
I would say him and Shador worked well together. I would say him and
Okay,
Shador worked well together. But
okay.
obviously Shador's not there, so it looks like Watson's going to be one, Shador's going to be two. Um, yeah, so okay. Then I guess my question to you is, where do you have Cleveland falling? I already I think you said it. They're
I
going to
got
finish last.
Cleveland dead last.
They're last in
I
their
got them dead
division. I
last in the
mean,
division. I got them. I got them at like 5-12,
ooh.
5-12, 4-13, something
Okay.
like that.
So now since you said that, do you think if you think they're going to finish at that number, who do you think is going to be the quarterback that finish that season? Because
Um,
if you're telling me they're only going to win 5 games, that means
Dylan Gabriel or
you think he's going to get
Shador,
run?
huh?
You think Dylan? Really think? I don't think Dylan's going to get any run. And if you're
Yeah,
telling me they
I
only
think,
won 5 games, that means Shador's going to finish
yeah,
up the
but
last probably like 8 games.
yeah, but what I'm saying to you, this is what I'm thinking, and it's probably bad that I'm thinking this way, but I'm thinking Cleveland gonna get off to an 0-4 start. They're gonna move on
hmm
away from Deshaun Watson.
hmm
They're gonna throw the Shador out there for an extended amount of time. And I don't think that offensively they got enough to be able to protect him because he took a lot of damn hits last year in the little bit of time that he played.
I agree, but I also would say to some of those hits, Shador. One thing about Shador, he holds on the ball longer than he should.
Hmm
because he's looking for the play. No
So what is
problem.
he gonna do this year? He gonna throw it away early,
Get
or
rid
he
of
gonna hold on to it long?
no, get rid of it.
Okay.
If your one or two reads aren't
But you
there, get
just
rid
you
of it.
listen. Well, you just said that he has a tendency of holding on to the ball long. So I'm
Right.
just saying, has he improved from that? Do we know that or not? If not, he's gonna be doing the same thing this year.
But that's what we have to see to say
Okay.
because one thing they said about him, I listened to Tom Munkett and some of the reporters are saying he still wants to try to see bro. Get rid of it, bro. Get rid of it. Throw it out of bounds so you don't use no yards. Get rid of it. Don't force nothing for a turnover or tip balls. Throw it out of bounds. But let's just see another day. But I think as far as Gabriel, I mean, shit. If you're talking about Gabriel gets a run, that means it's bad all the way around. But I
Well,
don't. I really don't think Gabriel's gonna be gone, bro.
they
He is
went
not a
through.
good. He
Listen,
is not. He,
they went through all of that last year.
they
They started out with Flacco. Flacco played. They started out with Flacco, right? And then after Flacco, they threw Dylan Gabriel in there.
nothing.
And then after Dylan Gabriel in there, they put Shador in there. So I got them having a repeat year to where all three of them gonna play.
I disagree. I don't think Gabriel's gonna see the field.
Okay. All right.
I don't think David's gonna see the
Hey,
field.
it's a preseason prediction. That's all it is.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna see the field. I think it's gonna be but Deshaun Watson for the first four. If going by what we think, they're gonna be 0-4. They're gonna realize, okay,
They're
Deshaun,
gonna be
okay,
on four.
this not gonna work. And now it depends on how Deshaun look. If he throws for let's say 300 yards for every game, but they lose 35, 42, they may say, well, damn, it's not Deshaun. Our defense is trash. They may say, okay, we'll give you some. We're gonna give you some leverage because you're putting up the numbers. We can't stop nobody. But if we're getting thrashed 7-35 and 14,
Right.
42, okay, well, you ain't okay. You're done. We're gonna move on. And I think Shador would go on to the end of the season. That's what I think. I can't see them saying, well, you know
Okay.
what? If it got so bad that we're going to put Gabriel in. Because to be honest, Gabriel shouldn't have got the minutes that he got last year, bro. He was terrible. He was terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, again, they have to justify moves that they've made, bro. So
They,
so Gabriel was a third round pick,
but
right?
we also know Shador shouldn't have been a fifth round pick. He was a
We
best.
don't
He
we
came
don't
out
know
the
that. We don't know
no,
that.
because no, we don't know as far as what the teams picked, but if he finished the season in college, the number one quarterback. How do you go for the number one quarterback and you get drafted in the sixth round? When all the matches came, he was ranked the number one quarterback to be ready for the draft. He falls to the sixth round.
Who ranked him there?
That's what he was ranked when he. That's what he was ranked to be
I'm
positioned
asking
as
who
number one.
ranked him there.
Let me see. I don't want to say it's ESPN, but
Because I'm like, I don't agree with that. I don't know if he was the number one quarterback last year coming out. I ain't gonna agree with that.
so, statistically, he was the
Hey
best
man, shit,
quarterback.
stats, man. Listen, stats can be deceiving because when I seen Shador, he was holding on to the ball a little bit long. Colorado was getting their head beat in. So like, we talking stats, or we talking about now? I will agree and say that he shouldn't have been a 6th round pick, but
Okay.
you know these rankings, like who ranking these guys, and what's the stipulations of them being ranked? Like, what do we how what system are we using to rank them? So I wouldn't say that. But what I will say about Shador is I think that he improved from the time that he left from Colorado to when he started playing. I think he gave the Cleveland Browns a jolt of energy last year. That was much needed. But I mean, if you look at their roster, if Jerry and this is no shot at Jerry Judy, if he's your best wide receiver, you probably in trouble.
Yeah.
Right? If they got two players over there. They got Jerkins now, and they lost the because I don't see his name on their roster. The tight end, the All Pro tight end that they had from the University of Miami. He's not on their roster right now.
Well, I think number 44, who I mentioned earlier, is going to be their
Right.
number one
Fanning.
receiver.
Fanning. Yeah.
Fanning is nice, bro.
Right.
Fanning is nice.
But I mean, again, if your tight end is your best player
That's a problem.
offensively, like goddamn, man, come on, man, what are we talking about?
That's a problem.
Shador gonna be back there running for his life again.
So I guess, well, now, I mean, there's only one more team left.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
You said it, I didn't. Them
I
Steelers.
did.
Them Steelers. Hey, Uncle Damon up there in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I don't like
Right.
your team either. But anyway, so yeah. So we talk about them Pittsburgh Steelers. So
Man, listen, man. The Steelers are gonna be the Steelers. They gonna fight hard. You know, I don't know what the and the on is about. You know, obviously Mike Tomlin's not there and is no longer there. So
well, I'm gonna ask you this. Before we get into the meats and the crux of it, where do you have before we get going, where do you have the Steelers finishing next year?
I got him third in I got him
I,
third in the AFC North.
I'm with you too.
I got him third.
I'm with you too. Because last year, Aaron Rodgers threw for about 3,000 yards, 3,300 yards. He had 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's
Right.
good. That's good. Then Jaron Warren, 958 yards, 6 touchdowns. DK Metcalf, who's a beast on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
850 yards. Kenny Gainwell, 537 yards, and Pat, the tight end, 486 yards. And Rodgers threw for he had a passing rating of about 94. So I mean, but Aaron, how old is Aaron? Aaron's got to be what, 40.
Yeah, he in his 40s.
He's in his 40s. So I mean, so Pittsburgh. I mean, we all know Pittsburgh for their defense. Pittsburgh always been known for their defense,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure their defense is ready or there for what Pittsburgh is what they need to do. I mean, I listened to an interview earlier this year with Aaron Rodgers. He said, even though he's gone, but he said Tomlin's coaching style put the love of football back in him. But Tomlin's gone now. Now you got a new coach. Is
Mm-hmm.
he gonna be able to motivate you the way that you want to be motivated to perform?
Well, I think they did it. I
Because I
think.
think Aaron Rodgers said this is his last. I think Aaron Rodgers came out and said this is his last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, This is it. This is it.
I think they did him a favor, right? Um, this year he got two nice running backs. You know, they went out and got Rico Dowdle, who used to be with us. They got him from yeah. They got him. They got him from the Panthers. He's a hell of a running back.
Don't bring up the Panthers, please, when they play the Cowboys. Because Rico Dowdle ran the hell out of it. He ran all
Man,
over us.
listen, man. The man ran the shit out of the ball, and
Oh my!
he's a nice running back, right?
He
So
ran all over us.
you know, you give Aaron Rodgers that weapon and take away from him having to always throw the ball. You know, obviously he has DK Metcalf over there,
Beast.
but you know, I don't know what they have on offense besides those two guys. I mean, I know Gainwell is big for the offense, you know, but I just, if I was a defensive coordinator, I would make Aaron Rodgers have to beat me with his arm. I think that he's gotten older. I
I
think
agree.
that I think that you throw it. I mean, there's nothing defensively that he has not seen, but I just don't know if his arm is still the same. I think if you pressure him and get after him, I think that he'll make a mistake.
And going by what you just said, if I go after him, double Metcalf, he's stuck.
Right. So I think he has a good running game. I think they're average in the passing attack. Defensively, are they the same? I think that they're
No.
okay, but I think that because offensively where they are, they give other teams an opportunity to stay around and beat them, and that's what I've been seeing out of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I don't expect much of the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. I don't. I think right now a lot of their key players. I mean, it comes with every great team or decent team. Age.
Right.
They're going
I
to
agree.
lose.
I agree.
After this year, they're going to lose a lot of guys. Aaron
I
being
agree.
one, some of their defensive linemen,
Hey,
offensive
look,
linemen
you
guys.
got you got Hayward over there. You know, he's coming out to the end of his career as well.
You know,
Obviously, you know, they got Watt over there. So, you know, he's gonna be in the MVP race every year because he's just amazing.
I mean, he's just
But
good.
but I don't I don't expect a lot out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't.
I don't either.
As long as they got Aaron Rodgers over there. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was great in Green Bay. I mean, lately since he went
And
to the
mind you,
Jets.
he's getting his old coach back. Mike Holmgren left the Cowboys. He's
Yeah,
going up to
but
the. That's the last time he won a Super Bowl. Not saying it's going to be
no,
this year.
that ain't Matt Hogan. You talking about the other boy he got, McCarthy, Mike
Mike,
McCarthy.
I'm sorry, my apologies, Mike McCarthy. So him and Mike McCarthy, that's who he won a Super Bowl with. Now,
Yeah,
mind you, I'm
but
not
that
saying they're going to
ain't
win it now.
they
I
ain't
mean, this is
gonna.
years later.
Hey, listen, I
But
forgot all about that until you just said that. That's a problem waiting to happen. Yeah, I got them. I got them third.
I mean, the only reason I got them third because Cleveland's in that division. Because if it wasn't for Cleveland, I might have had them last. To be honest,
Right,
just
right,
keeping it real, I might have had them last. Yeah, that's not a good look over there. I
right.
really don't. I mean, Watt's a baller.
Well,
Um, like you said, Cam Hayward, but in the
Hayward,
age,
Hayward's an animal.
you got Patrick
Um,
Queen. You got Patrick
um,
Queen over there.
yeah, but Patrick Queen ain't like that. I like my boy. I like Joey Porter Jr. I like
Jordan,
him over there.
he's
You know
nice.
what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yep,
He's
yep.
nice. You know,
And
so they got some good they
You
got
got
some good
Jalen Ramsey.
pieces.
You got
They
Jalen
got
Ramsey
Jalen.
over
Yeah,
there.
they got Jalen Ramsey. I forgot they got Jalen Ramsey. He a bad
Yep.
boy, but
Yeah,
I just don't. You know, I just don't. You know, they still got holes.
oh, a bunch of holes. I'm with you.
So
I think they're gonna finish third, and I'm
yeah, I
only
got
putting
them
them third
third.
because they got. If it wasn't for Cleveland, I might have them last. But
Right,
because of Cleveland, I got them. I got them third in the division.
got
Keeping, I mean, being 100. I
you. Yeah,
just don't think that they're. I don't think they're decent enough.
all right. I agree.
The AFC North. So then, I guess so. A couple of questions I was going to go in. So, do you think because now we're talking, we went through all the teams.
hmm No,
So
we
then,
went through all of them. We just went through. Yeah, you talking about the NFC? Yeah, we went through all four teams. Yes.
right, went through them teams. So rapid fire.
hmm
Do you think can Lamar and Henry get Baltimore back to the top? What do you think?
Um,
So now they're coming in healthy.
I think they can. I think they can. I just think that offensively, their offensive coordinator is going to have to open up the playbook and give you a different side of Lamar that we have not seen. You understand what I'm saying? And it may have to be, you know, a trade that's made in the middle of the season to get somebody on the other side of Zay Flowers. So like, you know, do they have the talent between the two of those guys to get them back? Absolutely. But I think that they're gonna have to get a people and give defensive coordinators something that they ain't seen before between the two of them.
I think the issue with the Ravens, if I was a receiver,
hmm
and we all know they're a running team.
Okay.
If I'm a receiver and my bonuses and everything I get in my contract probably with the amount of passes that I catch,
hmm
I think that's the issue why a lot of receivers don't go to Baltimore.
Well, I mean, I think you know as well as I know, it's as a receiver, no receiver wants to see his quarterback rush for 1,000 yards.
You don't.
Like, come on, man. Like, that's just common sense. So, you know, from that perspective, no.
And
But,
I think that's
but
their problem for
yeah,
getting
well, again,
receivers.
money talk.
Oh, okay, now, my you gonna pay
I
me.
don't care nothing about. Hey, listen, man. Give me the money that I'm asking for. I go down there and play with Lamar. Absolutely. If I'm a receiver, but no,
Okay.
I ain't finna go. But no, I ain't finna go over there and not make no money and sit back there and watch him
And
rush for 1,000 yards and not catch
I agree.
no balls. Like
I,
that's cutting my career short. No, I'm not
I
doing that.
agree. I agree. I agree 1,000%. So now another quick rapid question
Mhm.
for the Bengals.
Okay.
Can their rebuild defense match their offense?
No,
And because
no, I don't think.
I think their offense is good.
I don't think their defense will ever surpass their offense. You got to think. You got three $100 million players. on the offensive side of the ball. You have none on the defensive side of the ball. So
None.
if you're gonna give your offense, if you're gonna give your offense all the firepower, that's you know what I'm saying. You ain't gave you got the only person on defense is Dexter Lawrence. He's the only name that they have over there. Everybody else, all the money that's being paid is on the outside offensive side of the ball. So that's what they value most.
And I think that's the problem. That's the same problem I have with the Ravens. They put all their money on their interest and their
Right.
picks on defense.
Right. So that's what they value.
That's what they value. So yeah, we have to see how that goes. I think my next one for the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just talked about it, but who is the quarterback that we think that can rebuild from what they have in their stables
Man, listen, man.
that can rebuild that work?
If anybody knew the answer to that question, they'd have a job. Shit. Like I would say this. Again, if I'm the owner of the Cleveland Browns, I'm giving Deshaun Watson the first right of refusal. He's gonna play at least four he's gonna play at least the first 4 to 5 games.
No, I'm at, okay.
Just
Before you
just
go,
just just
before you go on, are you giving them that leverage through the talent or through the money?
I'm giving him that through the money. Right now I'm
Okay,
speaking money.
okay. I respect that. Cool. Okay,
All
because I
right.
agree. You're
I'm
paying
giving
that
him the
motherfucker that
first
money.
I'm giving him the first right of refusal because he's making the money.
Okay, I got that.
Okay. Now, if it don't work out, I'm gonna give Shadur Sanders the rest of the year because again, he pumped some energy into us last year, and it seems as though the guys in the locker room kind of believe in him. So if it don't work out the first 5 games with Deshaun, I'm gonna get the rest of the year to Shadur. Now, Shador's either gonna step up to the plate and win the position, or I'm gonna have to go get somebody in the draft.
I mean, as the team, yeah, you're right. Now,
You understand what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay. Now, having said that, have we given him what he needs to be successful before we give the person in the draft? Because
Well,
let's say we get, let's say for instance next year, Arch Manning is the best quarterback coming out. They
we're
draft
going to
Arch
get
Manning.
Arch. We're going to get
Right? No,
Arch.
no, no, no. Really, let's say that. But if what Shador and or Watson had to go to isn't equipped, and
Well,
ours comes, and then ours comes to that, you then and ours
yeah,
fails.
but
Then it's like,
here's
but is it really ours, or we
here,
don't have
here,
nothing for
here
him to go to?
here's the thing. From that perspective, it's not fair to none of them guys, in my opinion, because Deshaun Watson ain't got nobody to throw it
1,000%.
to. Shador ain't got nobody to throw it to. Doug, Gabriel, Dylan Gabriel ain't got nobody
Ain't
to
got
throw
nothing
it
to throw
to,
it
and
to.
whoever you
So
bring in at quarterback ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna
have
have nothing
nobody
to
to
throw
throw
it
it to.
to. Right,
You know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying?
So
So
you're
so so
stuck.
so from that perspective, that's when your general manager has to step up to the plate. Your head coach, like, okay, hey man, listen, man, if we're gonna go out there and we're gonna, because they at some point in time they're gonna have to build around somebody. They're gonna have to get somebody some weapons, right? Hey man, Shador giving us a little jolt. Okay, hey man, he's gonna be our guy. Now the next thing we got to do is we got to go put somebody around Shador. We got whoever they bring in, somebody they gotta have to bring somebody. They have to put somebody behind them.
I think that's the problem. That you what you just said is 100% true. They need to first figure out who they want back.
Should be the guy. Who's gonna be the guy?
Once you figure that
All
out,
right. Because we know it ain't gonna be Deshaun. We just paid him
right,
300
right,
million. We ain't
yeah,
got nothing. So he's at the end of the season, whether he's whatever, he's gone.
he's going.
Okay.
So what you said is 100% the
Right.
issue. Once we figure out that,
Right.
then we can figure out the rest of our roster, and
Right.
that's the problem that Browns have. And then my thing is, why am I going to give Deshaun that time? Let me see who we're working with for
I'm gonna give him
quarterback.
that. I'm gonna give him that time because think about this again. Let me try to see if I can get anything out of my investment back. What if I done spent $300 million, man? I want to see if this man is what I thought he was. So I'm gonna give him the first 5. Because what if he come out there and for whatever reason the teams rally behind him and we start off 3-1?
Well, we finna ride that month. We finna ride that boy out.
Hey, that's
I
my
mean,
that's my that's why I say he gets the first right of refusal. Hey man,
I agree.
you happen to get off to a 3-1 start, man. Everybody thinking you going to the playoffs. You happen to make the playoffs as the Cleveland Browns. That's huge.
Oh, that's a Super Bowl for the Cleveland Browns to make the playoffs. That's Super Bowl.
So I have to give him. I would give him the first right of refusal. Hey man, you got 5 games. If you're successful in the first 5 games, you stay in. If we getting our teeth kicked in, guess what? You're done. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna let you finish the season. I'm gonna send you on to the crib.
Just it's over.
After the first 5 games, and if you ain't winning no games, I'm just gonna send you home, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna see because at that point in time, I'm finna figure out whether I'm finna make this Shadur's team or Dylan Gabriel team, or we finna go out there and we finna draft Arch because
But
I
I'm
know
gonna
I
be
still got
honest.
to put some weapons around him.
But I'm gonna be honest, bro. Gabriel got a lot of time to prove in the last administration, last coach.
Right?
Gabriel's done, bro.
Okay. I mean,
And,
hey,
and to
listen,
be
man.
honest, if I'm Shador, trade me, bro. Trade me. Release me, get rid of me. Because even if you win that job, it's fuck. I'm sorry, it's Cleveland,
Yeah, but I mean, there is no in the pros, man. Ain't no bad city when you winning.
Bro.
You know
But
what I'm
Cleveland hasn't.
saying?
But Chuck. Cleveland hasn't won in years. So my thing is, let me go. Let me
You
go
knew
to the
that
next
last
level.
year. You didn't say that last year. You knew that last year when you got
To who?
drafted. If you should do Sanders, you knew last year that Cleveland is what they are,
No,
what they gonna
but
be.
he has no choice when you get drafted.
Okay,
But now I'm
what's his
here
choice
and I'm in
now?
a building, and I see that they really don't want to play me. I'm better than the guy that they put in front of me. Let me go. Just let me go. Gabriel should not have got the snaps that he got last
Okay,
year over the door. No way. There's just no. He shouldn't have. But because he was drafted before him, he got him. But we
yeah,
all know
but okay,
that Gabriel was not better than Shador.
Graham. Let me just play devil's advocate for a minute. Okay,
All right.
damn man, I thought I was gonna be a first round pick,
And
and
I
I
went
didn't get,
fifth or
and I
sixth.
went fifth. You know, man, I'm watching these guys and I know I'm outperforming them in practices and I'm still not playing. Now you to a point to where I'm right on the verge of being a starting quarterback for the organization. You're gonna actually be traded and moved because of Deshaun Watson coming back. Like, nah, bro, like you right on the cusp. My- like I would rather stay here in Cleveland where I'm already considered one of the better quarterbacks and go ahead and win the position because whoever they bring in, they're gonna have to bring in some weapons and build around them anyways. This is the closest thing for me. I want to take on the challenge of being the one that take Cleveland from nothing to a playoff team. That would mean a whole lot.
Okay,
Just
so no, I get that, and you're
okay.
right. No, you're right. As a player, you're like, if I can do this, I'm gonna get more respect if I win 100%. But seeing how I've been treated in this building with
Mhm.
the organization,
Listen,
maybe me going somewhere else and getting
all
a real quarterback competition, and the
right,
better man
but
wins.
no, but everything has worked out in his favor up to this point. Like he's
How
become
how
more of a
so?
fan. Listen, he has the highest selling jersey in the NFL.
Now that he does. Now that he does.
You
And that's
don't
why, you
think
know what?
like
I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's why Cleveland is keeping him.
right? And
Because
guess what? And guess what?
the-
He's become one of the favorite players in Cleveland because of the way they've treated him, the way he's came out and performed, the way he's handled himself about the situation. It's made him even more popular.
I agree. I would agree to 110% with that with you on that one. And Cleveland's benefiting from it. I
Right.
agree.
So Cleveland's benefiting from it. And I'm almost at the door. So all I got to do is sit here and get better. And when they give me my opportunity this year, go out there and shine. If he shine this year and be productive, they ain't gonna have no choice but to give him the reins. And if they give him the reins, they're gonna have to pay him. So why would I say, you know what, man, get me out of here, man? Because then another team would be like, shit, all right, they put you out there, you ain't got no team to play for. Now you just out there. You done.
Okay, so
Because
logically,
think about this. In order for you to go from the first round to the fifth round, every team had an opportunity to draft. Didn't nobody draft him but Cleveland.
okay, I'm gonna ask you this, real talk. Do you think that was more of talent or more of collusion?
I think could have been a little bit of both.
And it could have been a little bit of both, but I think Dion, the father,
Okay.
his what he said played a role in it, and I think
Okay.
some of it was to humble the son. But
Okay.
if a guy is producing, or your fan base wants it, my thing is, if you don't think he's good as it, if you don't think he's good as everybody thinks he is, I'm not saying this if he's at New Orleans or the Cowboys or the Bucks or the Browns. He's in Cleveland. Give it to him. Let him fail so everybody can see that he failed and realize, you know what? It's time for me or us to go a different route. But if you, what they're doing to this dude, and what I've been following on the Cleveland Browns, he's been good in the offseason. He
Yeah.
looks good in the offseason. But
Right.
we're going to talk to Sean for what
Bro.
we said, for what you and I
Right.
said,
But
for the
but
financial reasons. But hold on, we've been paying you for the last 3 years for the financial reason that you've been playing. So what's the difference if we do it the last year?
well,
But
you
but
had the
but but but
opportunity to
but
play.
but but you
But
know what? Let's go with you. We're gonna go with you, Watson. We're gonna give it to you.
mhm.
Now, whatever Watson does, it's up to Watson, and we can't predict it. I hope it. I mean, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a brother. I want him to do well. And if he does well, then Shador, you might have to say, "Can I get traded and go somewhere else and start over?" And Gabriel too. I think Gabriel I think Gabriel is just a backup quarterback in the league. I don't think he's ever going to be a starter. But
Okay,
anyway,
that ain't a bad place to be.
it's not
That ain't a
because you're
bad
still
place to
getting a
be.
paycheck. You're still on the roster.
All right. I just think that, you know, hey man, I done paid this guy. I just want to see what he can do. If can he be what he was in Houston? Because if he get off to a good start, we may make the playoffs. Ultimately, at the end of the day, whether they make the playoffs next year or not, I think that they're gonna have to get someone else because depending on how Deshaun Watson plays, or if they play him at all, it's like you ain't. I don't listen. Deshaun Watson can go out there and be the MVP of the league this year for the Cleveland Browns. They're not signing him to another $300 million. Period.
Well, so I'm gonna say this: he's owed $46 million from the Cleveland Browns right now.
And he gonna get all 46 of them.
All 46. So
And
he's
guess
due to
what?
get 46 million.
Hey, listen. And if he's making $46 million a year, he can't be my quarterback coming off the bench.
Okay,
He
and
can't
Chuck,
be second string. He can't be second string.
okay, Chuck, you might not remember this conversation that you and I had, and I talked. This is over at least 15 years ago,
Okay.
and this is something that I asked you a question, and we had a conversation. It was brief.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to this, and you told me I could be in practice busting them up, busting somebody's butt,
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
but because of his contract, they're
Mm-hmm.
going to pay said person,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I get that because of the money.
Right.
But is it what is now? Okay, I guess this where the separation comes in.
Okay.
Do we want to go with who we're paying, or should I play who is helping us win? Because if I win, the money's going to come from me as the owner on the back end. But if I pay him because of his winning, but we lose, I lose. So I may win the battle, but I lose the war.
For okay, so
as a team. So, and I remember you was like, I mean, I
For
was doing my work.
right.
Go ahead.
It depends on who your coach is. From an owner's perspective, the owner is, hey man, listen, man, I'm gonna pay the best players. Sometimes there's an exception to the rules.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey man, the guy just got a good contract, but this other guy may spark the team to help it go on to victory, right? But in pro sports, a lot of times there's a way that you do things. You understand what I'm saying? So hey man, look, he's making more money right now, but you know, we're gonna start him, but when the game was on the line, we're gonna put the guy that brings the best chemistry to our team. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it just happens that way. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
you can't take a guy, you know, I mean you can, but hell, I know in basketball if somebody making $48 million and the guy his backup making five, the dude playing for $48 million, he gonna play
To
normally.
play.
Normally. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
So
I totally agree.
throw Deshaun Watson out there. If it's working out, keep him out there. If it ain't, man, go home, bro.
So
Go
so so
home.
so
You know what I'm
so from
saying?
so our previous conversation today, you said throw the son out there, but you're gonna give him what, 4 to 5 games?
I'm gonna give him
Five
five
games.
games. If they 3-2, I'm gonna let them rock out. You know what I'm saying? If they 1-4, if they 0-5, hey Deshaun, man, go to the house. Hey, should do it, man. Get that arm warmed up. You know what I'm saying? Because we finna rock with you for the next 12 games.
But the only thing that I have a question with that is it depends how we lose. Because if Deshaun's throwing 300 yards, 5 touchdowns,
It don't
but we lost.
matter.
But no, hold on. But we lost because the defense can't get a stop. Are you gonna say, you know what? You're gonna say, you know what, Shador?
Listen,
Go ahead. It's because,
listen.
but it's not a Watson problem. That's the defense.
Listen. Only stat that Deshaun Watson got for 5 games is wins and losses. I don't care what his QBR is. I don't care how many yards he throw. I don't care how many times he
Really.
throw an interception. I need to know whether it's wins or losses.
So basically, what from going by what you're saying, and if that's how they're going to do the criteria and base it on, that means he's a defensive player then.
Well, hey man, what
Because
the
if I
only
put if I
thing?
score 35
So
points, my
listen, so
defense my
listen, so
defense give it
listen, so
38.
listen.
That's not my fault.
What I'm saying to you is he's played he hasn't played in 4 years. We're not finna give him a big contract. We're not giving him a big contract. So I
Okay,
don't care what his stats are. All I need to know is he good enough to get me to the playoffs? Yes or no?
but if
This
he
year.
if he throws for 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, but the defense gets up all the prime example, the damn
Are you
Cowboys.
going okay, so you gonna sign him back the next year? That's what you're saying?
Okay, keeping it in the buck.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, so what you think
because
he gonna
because
ask for? Right
because
now,
if you
listen,
put
right now, they would not give him $100 million.
no, you asked me if I'm going to sign him back.
Right.
If my defense can't even get us down, stop. It's not my offense. It's the defense, and it goes back and we're Cowboys fans. If the Cowboys average over 35 points a game, but if our defense gives up 36 or 37, that's not an offensive issue.
Graham, you're speaking football with me right now. From a football perspective, okay, cool. But I'm thinking football business right now. Deshaun Watson,
Well, now you're talking about business. So if you're talking about business,
yeah,
then yes, Sean's
Deshaun.
done.
Listen, that's the only reason why you're gonna put him out there is because he's
Right.
making the most money, right? That's business.
100% agree.
Okay, so if we're gonna talk business, I don't care what his stats is. All I care is it's gonna be a win or it's gonna be a loss. Hey, he played today. Did we win or did we lose? Okay, we won. All right, Deshaun done played 5 games. We're 4-1. Leave him out there. If we make the playoffs, cool. All right. But
Okay. Bam. I'm glad you said that. Cool. So I'm in agreement with you. So I'm asking you as a former professional player then.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is abstract. How should a team go about that situation? Should they worry about playing who I get the benefit, who gets me the best results, or who I'm paying financially? Because I'm paying you $30 million a year, but hell, when you the guy that I might not be paying $30 million a year, we look the best. But because I'm paying you this money, you're going to get the minutes because I'm paying you that money. Now, mind you, football and
It's
basketball is different. So
yeah,
I'm
it's totally
so,
it's football and basketball is totally different. You
right. So
know.
I'll put that caveat out there. Football and
Okay,
basketball is different.
so if you're gonna put that caveat in it, then I'm still gonna say you gotta play the guy who makes the most money.
Okay, all right. No, I'm giving you. I'm going off what you said.
This
I don't.
man,
I'm
listen,
not
this man
agreeing with what
finna
I said.
make if he finna make 47, $48 million next year, this year,
Mhm.
you gotta throw him out there, at least see what he can do.
All right. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I wanted
It's
your
because
opinion
it's because if
I'm
that's the
sure you
case,
get in
if
that
that
predicament
because I'm looking at it from this perspective. If you ain't gonna play him, you might as well send him home.
or trade them.
Ain't nobody finna trade for him.
Yeah, you're right. Not Deshaun. You're right. But
So
but so I agree. And my only reason for questioning that because I know
what
you've been
Graham,
in scenario you've been
Graham,
in scenarios. So I
Graham,
asked you that.
Graham, what sense does it make for me to be an owner? And that's the only that's why I've been so puzzled with why are they waiting so long to say who the starter is. Hey man, this man finna make $47 million next year at the quarterback position. You gonna keep him on the team and have him be your second and third string? Come on, man.
I think some of that's just for media attention.
Yeah, come on, man. Listen, man. Either you gonna start these first 5 games, or you going home. You're not finna be no backup at $47 million, bro.
No, I agree. I think some of that's just media attention.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
No, I know. I agree with you 110%. 110%. They know.
Yeah, and they're not wrong. Like, okay, hey man,
Yeah. And they're
47
not.
million. We're gonna give
They're
you. We're
not.
gonna give you. We're gonna give you a third of the year. Whether it's 6 games, whether it's gonna be 5 games, whether it's 4 games, whatever that number is. If you can give us a winning record, you can stay around. If not, man, go home. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the wife and kids. Hey man, can we get a buyout? We'll buy you out, man. Hey, look, instead of us getting you 47, can we give you 40? I don't know. I think he won't go for that, but again, however it is gonna be. Like, you're not gonna sit here and be a backup. You're either gonna be
No,
starting or
no.
you're going home.
But you want to see what your investment is going to give you.
That's all I'm saying.
After that, that's between the lawyers and the
That's
con.
all I'm saying. That's why I said to you, I don't care how many yards he throw for. I don't care how many touchdowns he throw for. The only thing that matters is are we winning or are we losing.
I agree. I agree 100%. And that's for the lawyers and everybody else to
Shit.
argue out.
Hey,
So
listen, we win. Hey, look, we win, and you get us to the playoffs. Man, listen, man, I can see you. I can see them bringing him back for $5, $10 million a year, but it won't be at 47.
it won't be no damn for this
That's
hell.
all. That's all I'm saying. Exactly. All right. But we in agreement. But hey,
Chuck, that's a lot of money, boy.
that's a lot
47.
of money. Absolutely. And he been getting it for a minute now. It ain't
Woo!
like he just started getting it. He been getting it for a minute. Thank you. Thank
Boy,
you.
message. I agree.
So
110%.
yeah. So um,
Well, I mean, I agree with you 100% on that part. And so, that's our conference. That's our conversation of the AFC North. We gave our assessment,
yep,
but early.
yep.
This is preseason, so there's a lot of changes that can be made. So we'll see.
That's why we doing it. Make sure you write it down now. All right. We got the Bengals
Oh,
number
oh, oh,
one.
okay. Hope
Bengals
we didn't do
one.
it. There you go.
Bengals
There you
one.
go.
Ravens
Right.
2. Steelers 3. Browns 4.
I agree with you 100%. The only team that gives me pause is having
It's the
Green Bay
Bengals.
at third.
Who are you talking about, bro?
No, you said who you said won.
Bengals 1. Ravens 2, Steelers 3, Browns 4th.
My apologies.
Yeah, you talking about Green Bay. I'm like, you all right?
That's NFC.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
We talking to
Lamar,
AFC. We talking to
Lamar,
AFC,
Lamar,
dog.
Lamar, Lamar, Lamar. Okay, I'm a ride with you. I'm gonna go with you because Lamar has a.
No,
But you know what?
don't go with me. Have your own
No,
picks.
no,
Just
no,
make sure you
no,
write them
no,
down.
no. The reason why I said I'm going with you because when I would look at because I also looked at the schedule
Right.
and having looked at the schedule, I can see the predictions you said. I can go with it.
Yeah.
Lamar's got to work. Lamar's got some work ahead of him. But
Yeah.
hey, this is a preseason,
Yeah.
and this is our thought. So hey, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
So on a part of the talk, we went through another conference. We dealt with the AFC North. So
Yeah.
now we want your opinion. Comment below. But for now, hey, like, subscribe, and share,
For
and
sure.
be a part of the team. And now we'll talk about another conference after this. Because we
Um,
got time to go into the season,
well,
and we're
we
gonna
still
talk
got
about
the
all other teams.
yeah,
We
we gotta
got
do
bro, we got a
we gotta
lot
do
of
some
we got
more.
a lot of conferences to talk about.
We got what, 4 more?
At least four
Yeah,
more.
4 more. 4 more.
So we got some conversations to talk about.
So
But
do your thing, dog.
before we move on, I know y'all gonna hate.
Cowboys.
We
You better
them
believe
boys.
it. We them boys.
We them boys.
Ah,
So all right. So y'all, thanks for tuning in.
yeah.
Again, like, subscribe, share, be a part of the team, and y'all will be a part of us again. So until then,
Holla.
we see y'all later.
All right, brother.
Later, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.